Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another Escape from Tarkov quest video. This time we are looking at Eagle Eye for Peacekeeper. So for this quest you need to find 2 crashed drones on the Shoreline map and retrieve 2 SAS discs from these drones. Probably the hardest part of this quest though is actually finding these drones. If you're not accustomed to the Shoreline map, this might be a little bit difficult. I'm going to try and help you find them the best that I can, but if you are not too accustomed to the Shoreline map, the best thing to do would be to go in an offline raid and search for these drones, try and pick out some landmarks that will help you find them better. So if we start at the one at the north of the map, this is drone number 1. This isn't too far from the tank and the bunker that are next to the river that you can see here on the screen. So depending on where you spawn will depend on how you come about this drone. If you've spawned on the west side of the map, say from the beach and the village, the best thing to do is to walk the edge of the map. So you would be keeping the edge of the map on your left, walk all the way around the map until you come to this sort of open area here. Just keep going straight over and you will eventually run into the drone. It's not too hard to find this one, it is quite well out in the open, so you should be able to see it pretty easily. Once you come up to the drone, there is a little panel on the side that you need to open, and inside will be the disc. Just retrieve that and then you can get on your merry way. Now drone number 2, which is in the east of the map, is fairly similar in difficulty to find. It's one of these, it's a little bit more well hidden because it's just behind a hill, so if you're on one side of the hill you will not know that the drone is there. But the best thing to do would be to find the red radio tower that you can see here. Now on one side of the red radio tower there is a stash. Now when you're on that side you will be facing directly south, and as you can see on the map on the screen, the drone is directly south. So just go down the hill, walk across the field, and eventually you will come to it. There is a sunken house just near it and there's some rocks and that just around it, so it's a little bit, maybe a little bit easier to find than the first one. Again, find the little panel on the side, take the disc out, and then you just need to extract. Now there isn't any stipulations on the time of day when you do this quest. There's no stipulation on loadout. You don't have to do both of these in the same raid, you can do them in separate raids. Just remember that if you do one in one raid, just hand that one over before you go back into the next raid, and then that is kept safe for you. And that is it for this quest. It's pretty easy. Like I say, if you're not accustomed to the Shoreline map, just follow the instructions that I've given you. Do an offline raid to get accustomed to it, and then you'll work out where you are roughly, and then you can go into an online raid and do it for real. So once you have found the UAVs and retrieved the discs and handed them over, what are your rewards for this quest? You'll receive 7,300 XP. Your reputation with Peacekeeper will go up 0.07. You'll receive $900. You'll receive a Leopold Mark IV hammer scope and an Elcan Spectre scope, and that is it. So like I say, it's just finding the drones that might be a little bit hard for some people. They're generally in parts of the map where you might not go to on any given time that you go to Shoreline. Most people tend to go to the hotspots where the scavs are and where the loot are. You don't get scavs spawning around these UAVs, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You won't ever see a scav around them. I never have anyway in all the time I've been playing Escape from Tarkov. Every now and again you might get some PMCs, but generally every time I've come to do this quest it's been fairly plain sailing, and I've been able to usually do both drones at the same time and extract. And that is it folks. As always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.